everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be this brown smoky eye that I have on my eyes today. Because fall is just around the corner, I wanted to film something really dark and smoky, something more fall-like. I know that it's super depressing that fall is on its way and summer is out the door, but I feel like it is inevitable. Our weather sucks right now. It's just freezing cold outside, so I just got to just take it as it is, love what's coming, be ready for it, be prepared, and just be thankful for just life in general. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be using the Morphe 3502 palette. I really like this palette because it's got lots of dark, smoky brown eyeshadows to it, but I want you guys to know that this video isn't palette based. I didn't want this look to just be about the Morphe 3502 palette. I wanted to just do a brown smoky eye, and this palette had a lot of those shades that I actually don't really use a whole often, so I wanted to utilize this palette even more and film a dark brown look. I also wanted to talk to you guys about how I've been really out of the YouTube scene lately. My life has just been super busy that anytime that I have time off from my every day-to-day work, I just want to be lazy. I want to get things done around the house, and filming has just kind of been the last thing on my mind, and I just didn't want to really be filming something if I wasn't going to be fully in it. I wanted to be excited about filming. I wanted YouTube to be something I looked forward to doing, and just at that point in my life, I wasn't feeling it. So this is going to be a fun little video to kind of kick off a new season. This video actually consists of a lot of new products that I've picked up in the last couple of months. Some exciting news that I have to share. My hometown just opened within the last month a brand new Sephora in my mall. I actually work in the mall, so it's super dangerous that where I work there is a Sephora just like a few steps away. So I really gotta like not be tempted to go in there and buy like buttloads of makeup. But I did go into the Sephora on their grand opening, and I bought a couple of things there, and I will be using some of them in this video today. But I did want to give you guys a little rundown about what's been going on in my life, some new things, and just kind of get you caught up on what's been going on. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and that you guys can recreate something like this on your eyes, or if you have the Morphe 3502 palette, you can create it on yourself as well. Thank you guys so much, and we'll jump right into the video. So I already did prime my eyes and apply my brows. For my crease shade, I'm just going to take this shade right here. It is dark, but that's okay because this is a smoky eye. I just want to blend out the crease with this shade. Blending that on my lid a little bit as well, blending it literally everywhere. I want this to be a really prominent crease shade. And then next, just keeping the same Morphe 573 brush, I'm actually going to go into a darker brown just to deepen that crease. I am not going to go as high up with the shade, but I am going to keep it in that crease area. This brown shade right there. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on my brush and start on that crease. Keeping it low, blending it out. And then switching to a more tapered brush, I'm going to take the Morphe R39, and I'm going to go into this dark, this dark brown here next to the beautiful black shadow that we will be using later in this video. But I am going to take that shade. It's kind of got green undertones in it, and I'm just going to keep that shade kind of a little bit in my outside crease and outer corner. For For my Oliver crease color, I actually want to keep this entire look pretty matte. As far as like the eyeshadows on my eyes go, I might do a little bit of a highlight on my upper brow bone and inner corner. But other than that, I want all the shadows to be matte. So even the shadow on my lid. So for that shadow, I'm going to be taking this second from the bottom one right here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and touch up my outer corners a little bit with that brown shade we use that's right next to the black. And I'm just going to kind of pop that on the other corners just a little bit. Okay, so the next shadow I'm going to take, like I promised, is a beautiful black shade right at the end. So what I'm actually going to do is take a smudger brush. This is just an LA Girl smudger brush, and I'm going to take that black on that brush. And I'm actually just going to wiggle it into my lash line. Next, I'm actually going to move on to the face. I have some amazing new products today that I'm going to be using on camera. So to prime to prime my face today, I'm going to be taking my Becca First Light Primer. I love this primer. I think it works really, really good. I was super impressed. It kind of gives you a good base as well as a little bit of a highlighted sheen. So that is also a bonus. One of my new products that I'm going to be using today is my foundation. Today's foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Stick Foundation. I tried out this foundation when I was in Vegas, and I liked it. Didn't have my shade in it, so when I was in Sephora a couple weeks ago, they had my shade, and so I picked it up. I'm gonna take my Y6 and blend it out. I really love the finish of this foundation. It's super matte. It's medium coverage, however you can definitely build it up to become full coverage, because there are definitely days where I prefer full coverage, but typically I just like a simple all-around coverage, something to even out my skin tone. I've never really been a full coverage makeup girl. I really am more of the natural look. And it is super great to travel with. Nothing broke in it. It's plastic, so super durable. And yeah, I am really loving this. For my concealer today, I won't be using a new concealer. I did buy a new concealer and I like the concealer. It's way too light for me right now. It just doesn't work with my skin tone at the moment, so I will use that more when I get more fair in the winter. So I'm just gonna stick to my tried and true Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna stick to my Morphe Y6. I like this brush for a multi-purpose use. I like to blend out my concealer with it. I just think it's really nice, especially when you're traveling. If you don't want to bring like a foundation brush and a concealer brush, this blend is great to do both. To set all of that concealer down, I am going to be using a new product today. I'm going to be using the, oh my goodness, this is super dirty from being in my travel bag. I'm going to be using the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. I love this. It is so, so good and super affordable. I did hear really good things about this setting powder. I mean, not really surprised because Colourpop is a really good brand. I feel like pretty much I trust a lot of their product, and this was one of the things that I had a feeling I would like, and I did. I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. St Lucia Duo. I really like the bronzer in this palette. It works so good to kind of give you those chiseled, contoured cheeks. So once I've done a little bit of contouring, I'm going to be taking another new product. This is the one that I was most excited about, and I just thought it was so gorgeous. It is the Becca Gradient Sunlight Bronzer. It's the one that's got like the waves in the inside. It's got like a super bronzy look to it, but it's also shimmery, so it gives you such a beautiful bronzy glow. So I like to just take this Morphe R14 brush for this bronzer and just kind of swirl it around the pan like that. I do like to tap it off, quite shimmery. So if you don't want a whole ton of shimmer on your face, just tap off your brush, and a lot of those shimmers will kind of fall off. So but just the sheen this gives your face, it is so beautiful. So once that is done, I'm actually going to be taking a little bit more of my Colourpop setting powder, and I'm just going to go and kind of carve out the underneath part of my bronzer. I'm not going to do anything under the eyes. So now I'm just going to let that area bake a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush. I am going to be taking a new blush today. It is the Milani Romantic Rose powder blush. It's the one that's got like the really pretty rose on it. So I'm just going to be taking this Morphe E4 blush brush and giving myself some rosy cheeks. Pigmentation in these blushes are so good. I am pleasantly surprised because they are drugstore. In the last drugstore I bought, which was a Maybelline Fit one, it wasn't really my favorite. Like, it's okay, but it's not this one. It's not my Wet n Wild. This one I am definitely happy I picked up. So now that I've kind of let that area under the cheekbone sit for a while, I am just going to take a fluffy brush and blend all that powder away. For my highlight today is the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in Iridescent Pearl. It's so pretty, you guys. Like, look at that. And especially when you spray it with some setting spray, it looks wet. I'm gonna take that highlight on my nose. Love it. So pretty. My Cupid's bow. Oh yeah. It's just delicious. Now that we are done with the face, I'm going to zoom the camera in a little bit, and we are going to do the lower lash line to finish off this smoky eye. So first I'm going to take the very first shade we used, all over the crease, the one we really blended out heavily, and I'm going to blend that out quite diffused on the lower lash line. So that was this shadow right here. I'm super zoomed in so you can't see the whole palette, but I'm going to take that shadow on like a bit of a fluffier brush, and it's like bigger. I'm just going to... The next shade I'm going to take is the second shade we used, which is this guy right here. And I'm going to buff that closer to my lower lash line. I'm not going to drag it down too far. And I'm just keeping the same loud E4, like really tiny brush right there. I'm going to take that second last dark shade I used right here. And I'm going to keep that again close to my lash line, but just on the outer corner of the eyes. So just popping it right on the corner. I am going to apply some mascara on my lower lashes and brush out my lash extensions on top. And then I'm going to be taking a different palette to highlight my brow bone and inner tear ducts. For my brow bone and inner tear duct highlight, I'm going to be taking the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Moony. It is a really nice shade to highlight. It's not too glittery or anything like that. Apply to my brow bone. And then I'm going to take that same shade, put in the inner tear ducts. So now we are going to finish off the look with lips. Because this look is a really bold eye look, I am going to keep the lips nice and simple. Taking my Younique Moonstruck Precision Pencil in Pouty. I'm going to line my lips. And then taking this really old NYX lipstick in Thalia, I'm just going to apply that all over. So last but definitely not least, I want to set all of this makeup down, make my highlight pop even more. I actually have two brand new setting sprays. I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. For the longest time I wasn't able to order this. It wasn't available to Canada for a really long time. So once they released a Canadian website, I was actually able to pick this up, and I was super excited because it's been one that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. Ooh, my lashes are sticking. And then the second setting spray I have is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. So this one is really good as well. I like how it gives that glow to your face. So I actually think what I'm going to do today is use both setting sprays. I know that might be a little excessive to some of you, but because they're both brand new, I want to use both of them. So I figured I will use my Morphe first just to kind of set down all that makeup, make it last, and then I'll go ahead and use the Cover FX over top to give that more luminous, glowy face look. I love the mist on this, by the way. Lock in all that makeup, and like, look how beautiful a mist makes your makeup. It just takes it to the extra mile. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add this illuminating setting spray because I want to be as glowy as possible. I'm gonna pop that on. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this brown smoky eye. I had a lot of fun. Now I'm choking on that mist I sprayed like a zillion times over again. I've been wanting to do a really dark brown smoky eye for a really long time on my channel, so I figured as fall is just around the corner, this would be the perfect time to do so. I was really excited to use some new products on camera that I've picked up in the last few months. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye.